Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at modern women realize feminism is a scam. Feminism is a dangerous ideology pushed by corporations, governments, and the media that from its very origins was designed to turn women against the very men that provide and protect them. This has caused women to adopt an ideology that has hindered their ability to live their best life as a wife and a mother, instead placing the importance on being a strong, independent boss babe that doesn't need no man. Unfortunately, this is not a winning game strategy for these women, who instead find themselves over 30, alone, and being run train on for life with no way out of the situation they've led themselves into. Now, not all women follow in these footsteps, but women like the ones in these videos are all around us and are a serious danger to men everywhere. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, and comment below, and let's get into it.
Extreme feminism does women a grave disservice, okay?
Can we talk about how feminists are the biggest hypocrites on this planet?
Feminism killed femininity.
I think feminism is going backwards. No, I don't think the song WAP is female empowerment. I don't think...
It's pretty clear by now that feminism was never about women, but to destroy their femininity.
If you hear a woman say, like, she doesn't need anyone, there's something in her that's really scared.
Feminists do not have to include men in their movement.
Misandry is not a real thing. It does not exist.
Feminism is moving so backwards, we can't even define what a woman is.
In reality, this so-called positive movement has done more harm than good. Kindly subscribe to the channel as it further supports us in our work. Thank you.
If she says that she used to be a feminist, you need to move on. So obviously most men don't want modern day feminists, but it's just as bad if a woman tells you that she used to be a modern day feminist. That's basically her telling you that she used to be slutty. Read between the lines, save yourselves the headaches, don't go for women who are feminists, and don't go for women who used to be feminists.
Correct. Correct. Feminism tells women to be men, essentially. And so they interpret that as go ahead and sleep around, and there will be no consequences to your action. That's what it seems like they're pitching to these women. Or the women just literally do not give any thought to the fact that there will be consequences to their actions. They do know that men value purity and youth. They know that, and they hate it. The older they get, the more obvious that becomes, because their life becomes harder and harder when it comes to trying to find a man to basically be with them, to give them commitment. So this is a very true statement.
Don't go for women who are feminists, and don't go for women who used to be feminists.
Can we talk about how feminists are the biggest hypocrites on this planet? They claim that they want women to have choice and have the freedom to choose exactly what they want to do, and they can choose whatever they want to do with their lives, they can choose what they want to do with their bodies, etc. But as soon as a woman opens her mouth and publicly states that her highest desire in life is to be a stay-at-home mom and raise healthy children, you cannot imagine the judgment across their faces. Like, as soon as a woman says that, all of a sudden their whole demeanor changes.
And that action is proof that feminism was only there to turn women against men and to hurt women. Okay, feminism is not a woman's friend. It is there to take advantage of her emotional state, essentially, and have her place her wants, which have been given to her by society through TV, through the things she watches and listens to, music, all that sort of stuff. The want is usually money, usually like a successful life, to be a boss babe, and has replaced what her biological role in life is.
Some of them will just give you the weird look, right? But of course, like, some of them will go ahead and just tell you, oh no, why would you want to do that? We live in a modern world. Why would you waste your life away just staying home and raising kids? There's so much for you out there. Like, they'll just straight up look down on you.
And that is the most extreme version of single women keeping women single.
I kid you not, in the real world, I cannot tell you how many times I have seen this. How is that being for women having the choice to do whatever they want? If you ask this same judgmental feminist, okay, well, oh, is there something off? Like, oh, no, it's okay, like, you do you, boo. But I know, you can just tell what's going on in their little head. That's the thing with you feminists. The things you say don't match your actions, and that's why I have a problem with you.
That's women in general at this point.
You're dishonest.
That's because those women aren't really for feminism. In truth, if you don't agree with them or walk the road of misery, just like many of them do, they hate you for it. That's when women say they want to be stay-at-home mothers or wives. They attack those women. They say those women are trapped, taking care of a man-child, so on and so forth. They'll mock them, call them pick-me's, say they've been brainwashed, or accuse them of betraying other women.
I believe that Plato stated something along the lines of, this isn't the exact quote, but something along the lines of, once you start using slander, you've lost the argument and you're admitting, which is correct. And that's a very common thing that happens when you're arguing with a woman and she's losing an argument. She'll start trying to insult you. And this is why, because they've lost the argument, they know that they've lost the argument, and they know they haven't got a foot to stand on. So what are they going to try and do? They're going to try and emasculate you.
Some even imply that choosing family life means throwing away ambition or setting women back. The irony is that the whole point of equality was supposed to give people freedom to decide what makes them fulfilled, whether that's running a business, raising children, or balancing both. Instead, a loud minority tries to make their own path the only valid one, and anything outside that box is treated as weakness or ignorance. It leaves a lot of women feeling like they have to hide what they really want, just to avoid judgment.
Every woman tries to manipulate a man and use him to her advantage. Shout out to the men who recognize this and still do it. They recognize it and they still do it because they have masculine energy. Shout out to real masculine energy. Masculine energy is what makes the world go round.
Men should pay on dates because it's hot. That's it. Full stop. I don't care about your calculation of actually, if you add up all the costs behind the scenes, women are, I don't care. It might be true. I don't care. The only reason men should pay is because it's hot. We have lost the plot so badly when it comes to dating. It's become so sterile and transactional because we've lost sight of the idea that it's supposed to be a separate.
Okay, guys, are we paying to take this maniac on a date? Can you even keep up with what she's saying? Like, this is like a crash out. I don't know, it's crazy.
Romantic context, which means you might have to act a little bit differently than you would with a coworker in order to inspire that romance. And I know the common male response is, I shouldn't have to pay for her time. You do not have to do anything, just as she doesn't have to feel attracted to you. However, you're allowed to do things on a date that you don't have to do in order to create an environment that would inspire romance and attraction. So stop with this transactional language of paying for her time. That's not what this is. All this is you doing something hot on a date. That is it.
Yeah. Just paying for her meal is hot. Is that enough motivation, boys? Is that enough?
Men should pay on dates because it's hot. I disagree. Maybe a few years back this would have stood, but not today. The idea of courtship is dying because modern women do not appreciate it. They take advantage of men who go out of their way to make an effort. So for her to say men should pay on dates because it's hot is entitled and outdated. If someone expects you to invest your time, money, and energy just for showing up, that's not romance. That's a transaction. Respect has to go both ways. If you want chivalry, you should also bring kindness, gratitude, and effort to the table. In healthy dating, both people contribute, whether that's taking turns paying, planning dates, or simply valuing each other's time. Without mutual appreciation, men should pay because it's hot just becomes another way of saying your value is in what you can provide, which is exactly the mindset people claim they want to get away from. There's nothing hot in paying for a date just to get ghosted in today's dating landscape.
I'm going to say something rather controversial. And I know a lot of my friends are not going to agree with me on this, but I think feminism is going backwards. No, I don't think the song WAP is female empowerment. I don't think posting a picture of your ass on social media is female empowerment. Supporting all women just because they're women is not female empowerment. I don't like that some of my friends are like go off queen to complete assholes just because they're women assholes instead of men assholes. It's not a cute look. The definition of feminism is equality. And we are not treating ourselves equal as women if we are objectifying ourselves before other people or men can objectify us. We are literally reverting back to what all the women before us worked so hard to get away from, which is being objectified for the way we look. But now we're leveraging that to personally gain from it is backwards.
Okay, I think we're going to leave it there. Yeah. So if we're going to call it there, for everyone watching on YouTube, BitChute, and Rumble at least, if you'd like to watch the rest of the video and all of my other videos, you can head over to my Patreon page. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. For everybody watching on Patreon, let's keep going.